This is what I call passive-aggressive control. So this is a text message sent from an ex-wife to the new wife and the husband. So I've changed the names in this. Hi, Rebecca means she's already reduced the ex-husband's role to being a passive reader. She then goes on to say, I don't want to be involved in this right now. Yet she goes on to do exactly that. Ben, her son, is at an age where he can speak for himself. She starts speaking for him. So she's positioning his independence while overriding it. She then says, I'll give you some advice. Back off if you ever want him in your life. That's a threatening pattern of language framed as advice. Future access is actually being used as leverage. That's a big power move. I'm his mother, letting Rebecca know exactly who she is. He's frustrated, you're annoying him. Now she's speaking for her son without him being present. So now she holds authority as his mother, authority as the messenger, and she controls his emotional narrative. So that's a triple layer control position. I encourage him to be him, but nice to people. This one's subtle because she's actually defining what being himself should look like. That's behavioral shaping. Stop pushing the matter, you'll push him further away from his father. So now we've hit preemptive blame, and it comes with a very high cost. So whatever happens next, she's already assigned the blame. She then says, so please leave him be. I don't want a response. This is a classic shutdown we see all of the time. Most of the time, they really do want a response. But she's delivered a full directive, and then she's removed the wife's right to respond. So that's controlled communication closure. Now, if we look at Rebecca's reply, that's fine, but maybe you should talk to your ex-husband about this, and then he and I can discuss it. So that's a redirect for her to directly communicate with the ex-husband. But then she says, I don't need to speak to Matt. It's directed at you. So she's rejecting that structure. Why? Because direct communication with her ex-husband removes her control. So she's bringing that control back. She then goes on to say, you're not annoying me, you're pissing my son off. So again, she's reinforcing that borrowed voice. She keeps ownership of his emotions. But the whole conversation is about control. It's about saying, this is my son, and while ever I have my son with your ex-husband, I will retain control over what that relationship looks like. All right, if you've got a text message or a conversation you want broken down, send it to us in the DM and we will put it up here.